Hey guys, my name is Jen Priester. I am a newborn photographer. And if you want to see my work, you can check it out at newbornsbyjen.com. That's one N and Jen. Okay, so recently I've discovered how to make newborn fluff, we call it. And there's a whole bunch of different yarns that I've been using. And so I wanted to make a tutorial on how I do so. So I'm going to show you really quickly the kind of yarns that I've been using. So I've been using this one. It's called Buttercream. They have 6 colors, I believe, at Joann Fabrics. And you should be able to order them online. They were on sale as well. They're $9.99. Usually I got it for $6.99. So it was on sale. And there's this one. It's called Country Loom. This one is from Michaels. And this is one of my favorites. It ends up being so amazing. Oops, sorry. It ends up being so amazing and photographing so good. And then there's this one. It's called, I'm not even gonna, I have no clue how to say that last name, but I'm just gonna say Isaac Mizrahi, who knows. So anyway, this was at Michael's as well. It's really, really soft, so I really like this one. This is probably my #1 favorite. This is by Lion Brand Yarns. It's called Homespun, Thick and Quick. This is just amazing. This is my absolute favorite, and they have multicolored ones too, so they're just really awesome. And really quick, I wanted to show you guys. So there's been a little bit of confusion on which Lion Brand one I'm using. So I do use both. I have not made one yet with the smaller one, but hopefully you can see the difference here. So this one is way bigger, way bigger. You know, you can see the difference there. So this is the one that I use. The yarn is a little bit thicker, as you can see. I don't know, maybe twice as big. It's hard to tell, but it's definitely bigger. So I haven't made one with this yellow one, the smaller one yet. But you can do it. This is the kind I like. So this is amazing. This is my #1 favorite. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys how I do each of these in a second, but I want to show you how they look after you make them first. Okay, so it's really dark, but once you start fluffing it, it lightens up a lot. Okay, so I really like to use neutral stuff. I don't like crazy neon colors when I photograph newborns. So don't let the color of the yarn scare you off. Okay, so this looks amazing. This is probably my least favorite one, and that's saying a lot because I have a lot of yarns, and this looks amazing. Okay, I love it, but I would probably equate this to the fluff that costs like $25 or so on Etsy. Still looks amazing. I will definitely use it. I bought all 6 colors, and I will definitely be fluffing them. Okay, so that was first. All right, second, let's do this one. Okay, so I'm gonna show you this one next. Okay, this is the Isaac Mizrahi. I'm probably butchering his name, sorry. Okay, so the one I'm gonna show you, it had yellow tones in it. There's actually 3 colors in this one. So this one has yellow, white, and brown in it. Okay, and look how amazing that looks. So this is probably my 3rd favorite. It just looks awesome. So I'll be using this for when I put them in props from above, like aerial view pictures, and then, you know, laying in props. Like it's so awesome, and it's really fuzzy. And the way I would wash it, because I have had wool before like this. It wasn't, you know, made of yarn. It was actual wool. I think this is not fully wool. I don't know what the ingredients are, but so whenever you have to wash it, I just wash with a little bit of soap and water, and make sure you don't use warm water. And I use cold water, wash it in soap, and lightly scrub it, and then let it air dry. But this looks amazing. This is that Isaac Mizrahi thing, and the yarn that I got is really soft. The only thing that kind of stank is that this had a really cool string in it. It was like gray, and it was I don't know what color. The original undone yarn right here. This one has a white string, but the string is really, really fuzzy, so it was a little hard to remove, but this was definitely the easiest one to remove. I did the whole thing like really fast. Okay, let's see here. This is my second favorite, okay? Let's make sure. So this is Country Loom, and by the way, I don't know if I said this earlier, but all of these yarns are from Michaels except for this one. So this was from Joann's. And they may have it at Michaels, I have no clue. But this is my second favorite. This is the hardest one to do. So have fun with that. It takes forever. I've done 2 so far. Okay, so it's kind of rough because this isn't really giving this justice. It kind of looks weird and yellow. This is amazing. I love how this one turned out. It's kind of hard to see here, but this one it's one of my favorites. I like the gold tones that are in it. There's probably gold. It looks like a darkish gray, like a slate gray that's in it. And I can show you another color if you want to see. So I honestly can't remember what color this one was. It's probably more of a khaki color or something. I don't know. But this is that same yarn, just in a different color. So it looks amazing. So I love this one as well. Okay. And I saved the best for last. I'm going to show you, I'm going to show you guys this one now. Sorry, my arm is like hurting. I did not think it would hurt to do this. Okay. I'm going to show you this one now. This is my absolute favorite. And again, I'm going to show you the comparison because my original video, it was not really showing it. Okay, so see the difference? So you can still do it with this one, but I really like this one and they're multicolored. The multicolor ones just turn out awesome. Okay, so look how amazing this looks. This is the one that I showed you, the Lion Brand Thick and Quick, I think. Is that what it says? Yeah. Now look how amazing this is. This is my favorite. So this one has 4 colors in it. It has a cream, a blue, has a brownish, and then there's like a gray. Kind of looks a little blue, but it's not blue, it's gray. This is amazing. Let me see if I can move this here. Okay, so this is my absolute favorite. Okay, this stuff reminds me of the stuff on Etsy that's like $80. It just looks amazing. So it's definitely time consuming, but how it looks is so worth it. And this is all that I got, okay, from one. Okay, so there's a ton. I mean, I have it like shoved in this bag, but I mean, I could probably do like seriously at least twins on this. That's how big it is, okay? And look how amazing that is. I'm like obsessed with this one. So, I think, oh, I actually have another one. Oh man, this is gonna be hard. Okay, we'll just move it over there. Just look how beautiful that is. See if I can focus for you guys, if you guys aren't confused. Okay, so if you can see that one, that is the same one. I'm just gonna show you so you can see a different color. Okay. All right. Sorry guys, thing with recording with an SLR or DSLR is the focus. You have to make sure it's in focus. Okay, so this is the other one from the one that I just showed you. This was one that had pink. It has pink, brown, maybe another tone of pink. So this is just like, look how amazing that is. Like seriously, I'm so excited to photograph this. And I have a girl coming up, which is cool because I never get girls. So I'm trying to see if I can like, yeah, so look how awesome that is. So, okay. So this is my absolute favorite. So this stuff reminds me, like I said, of the stuff that's like super duper expensive at the store. So, all right, now we're going to show you how I do each of these yarns, okay? And I'll try to do it in the same order. Okay, guys, we are going to show you how, well, not we. I'm going to show you how I do this, okay? So we're going to start with this first, the buttercream one. Okay, so first what you're going to want to do is separate, I always take this thing off because just gets in the way. Okay, so what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to start and cut these into, I don't know, 12-inch or so. You don't have to like get a ruler and be crazy about it. Just cut it into like, I'm trying to show you, so see how long that is. So just eyeball it. You don't want it to be too long. Like I had someone ask me once, do you want to, you know, can I cut it 5 feet long? Well, yeah, but that would be horrible to take the string out if it gets stuck. Because you have to think of that. Okay. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this, okay? And what it does when I pull the yarn is it loosens that one string. So on this one, there's only one string, okay? Let's show you here. I'm trying to, there you go. See the one string? Okay? So on, what you're going to do is take that string, okay? And I have the string in my hand. And you're going to pull. And once it gets like kind of hard to pull, stop pulling. Pull it again and just keep pulling. Once it gets hard to pull, let go, get closer, pull. And sometimes I wanted to say too, if it gets stuck, just pull this down here a little bit. Make sure you don't pull too tight because it makes it really hard once you break that string. You have to, well, it doesn't make it horrible, so don't feel bad, but it just makes it crazy. Okay, so you're gonna be throwing these away. I have a bag for these because I have cats and I don't want them eating them. We had an incident once where my cat ate a string and it was hilarious, but thankfully she was okay. Okay, so again, so now what I'm going to do is there's a thick and a thin part. So I'm going to start pulling it. Here's the thick part. Okay, once I pull those thick parts together, I'm going to put a bunch it together, pull it a few more times, okay? And you don't have to keep the braid. There's a braid in there. You can take the braid out and leave it in. So I usually will just, when I feel like it, take the braids out, okay? Because I don't want like the whole thing to be braided because I don't like the look. Okay, so there. Look how easy that was. Okay? And this, I wanted to show you. So see how much lighter it gets once you do it. And I apologize if my voice sounds crazy. I have to be really close to this camera in order to get this done. I'm using my 24-70 lens. I guess I could use my 16mm, but oh well. I don't want it to be all weird looking because that's my fisheye. Okay, so see how it gets lighter once you start fluffing it? They call it fluffing. Actually, I think it was my friend Belle, but she says fluffing and puffing, which is totally true. You're fluffing and puffing. So there we go. That's number 1, okay? And please take my advice. Do not buy the Meyer bags. I have these cheap Meyer gallon size bags. And seriously, it takes so much longer to close these things. It's so worth the extra $1 to get the Ziploc. Just trust me. Do not buy this. I don't even know if you guys have Meyer. Meyer's kind of like Walmart, but a way nicer version of Walmart. They're kind of more expensive and stuff, but they have cool stuff, but just don't get the store brand, please. You will trust me, especially if you're like me and you have like a whole bunch of yarns that you bought. Okay, next up is this one that I keep butchering the name, Isaac Mizrahi. Okay, so do this, cut it up. Okay, so here's one. So this one has one string as well. This is the easiest one to do. Okay, so pull. Whoops. I think this one was the one that you don't pull because the yarn breaks. Or the fluff, I guess. Okay. And this is like a lot harder to find the string because it blends in. So this one, you're going to have to use light. I'm actually was able to do this last night without light, but not this brand. Okay, so you're going to pull. Okay. So see how I'm pulling? And once it gets like hard to pull, I'm going to let go. And see how I'm pulling down here, and there we go. So once you get the hang of this stuff, it goes by really fast. But this is definitely the easiest one. And this is what the yarn looks like. I felt bad throwing it away because it's like really soft and fuzzy. Okay. Alright, so fluffing this one. And I think this one is multicolored. It looks like it has like really muted brown and pink in it, okay? So that's why I got it. So when you buy these, you want to make sure that you buy them with, it has yarn in it, okay? Because they do sell yarn that doesn't have, I'm sorry, string. Make sure it has string in it because they do sell it without string and you don't want that, trust me. Okay, so look how awesome that looks. See how much lighter it got? See the difference? So now again, this looks yellow, but this is actually brown. It's like a muted brown, like a, kind of reminds me of a cappuccino color, but lighter if you were to water it down. So this didn't have any of that in it, so that's why it's pink. So one thing that I noticed when I made this one is make sure that you're at the end, like mix it all together so you get all the browns and pinks together. Like the other one I had, I can't remember the color. I think it was like, yeah, it was like a tan and a yellow or something. So I mixed them together, okay? All right, that's the second one. Okay, third one. This is your nightmare, okay? Trust me, this one takes so long. Like, I don't even want to know how many hours I've spent doing this. This is my third one. I think it's my third and last one. And it's also a nightmare to pull out. Okay, got it. I guess I should have done this before, huh? Did a video. Okay. Alright, I think I got the end. Here it is. Okay. This is the worst one, but it looks really awesome, so it's worth it, okay? So we're going to cut it. The reason why this is hard is because there are 4 strings in this one, and you have to pull the strings out one by one, okay? So like I did before, this really helps. Pull it, and when you pull it, it's going to loosen the yarn, and you'll see it like kind of puff out, and you can grab it. Here's the first one. But one thing that is really good about this one is I rarely ever got it stuck, so it just comes right out once you pull it. So, okay, here's number 2. Yarn number 2, you can see it. Pulling it, see how easy that was? I didn't even have to stop. Sometimes it will like get stuck and stuff. You just have to, you know, take your time. Okay, here's number 3. Comes right out. And number 4. Hopefully this stays in focus because I have to stop looking at the camera to find it. It's kind of tricky because the color, here it is, 4. So make sure you pull all 4 out. Okay, and also, I don't know if you can see that fuzz that's on the yarn? To get rid of that, I'm gonna hold the yarn and just use my finger and squeeze it because I don't want to like miss yarn. Okay, here's a good example. So this got stuck, it's not coming out. So you're gonna pull this end and there we go. All right, now fluffing it, or fluffing and puffing as Belle says. Okay, so now this one is like way more time consuming even with fluffing it. And it doesn't have braids, but if you do this one and you don't like do it crazy, you'll have some like, it looks like braids in it. Okay, so there we go. Now this looks amazing. Okay, that's the third one. Whew, this is hurting my arms. My husband is gonna wonder why I have all this yarn everywhere. Okay. Okay, here's the 4th one, my absolute favorite. Okay, if you can only afford like a couple or something, get this one because this is the best in my opinion. Obviously, opinions doesn't make it fact. An opinion doesn't make it a fact, but this is my absolute favorite. It looks the most expensive and just amazing. Okay, so we're gonna cut it. This is probably the second hardest one to do. Because there are 3 strings in this one. But the great thing about it is the first string you're going to remove 1 string, and then the next 2 you can remove together. So technically it's kind of like 2 because you don't have to do it 3 times, okay? So it's sticking out, pull it. I'm right-handed, so we're going to switch this. Okay. So it comes out really easily. And by the way, when I do this, I'm usually like watching TV with my husband or something. So I'll put a blanket on my lap and I'll have like a string pile and then I'll have a fluff pile. And then I'll have all of these. I cut them all at the same time so I don't have to keep getting my scissors out. So I'll just keep cutting. So I have like 100 sets or whatever, however many there are. And it's more like time efficient if you put the string on, like if you're right-handed like me, I pull it like this and I pull the string with my right hand. So I just put the string on the right, the fluff on the left, string on the right. It just makes it more, you know, efficient with your time. Because who wants to spend 20 million hours fluffing? I do, but I want to have 20 million yarns. Okay, so this is 2. I'm trying to separate this, but you don't really need to separate it, but I just want to show you that there's two. Okay, so see how there's two there? But they're together, so it's kind of basically like one. So I pulled that out, and now here's a good example. It got stuck when I was pulling it. Don't yank it. Just go down here and pull it, and that'll let go of it. And then there's your string pile, and this is like so amazing. I'm so excited. I've never been excited over a prop before. And this is just cool because, you know, I don't have like, you know, I don't want to spend, you know, $1,000 on 10 fluff props if I can do it myself, you know. There's nothing wrong with making stuff yourself to save money. If you're like me, you like to have a zillion different choices. So anyway, this is how great it looks. There we go. And this is how that looks. And again, this is not a multicolored one. So they do sell multicolored ones of this, and they look really great. I think that's it. I'm trying to think. I did a Periscope on this. And by the way, if you want to follow me on Periscope, it's Jen Priester, Jenpriester. And I actually do Bible studies on there on Sunday nights at 9 too. So, but anyway, trying to remember the questions people had for me. I think that was it. It's pretty understandable. So I will try to get this posted on my YouTube account today, and hopefully this helped you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask in the comments, and then I'll try to answer if I see any. And if you want to subscribe, you can. I have one YouTube editing video on there so far, and I want to start doing some editing stuff and, you know, just stuff to help other photographers out. So enjoy, and if you have any questions, like I said, ask, and have a great day, and Jesus loves you.